morning, Redskins. Welcome to the Redskin Network. I'm Jean-Luc.
And I'm Sierra. Let's get right to it. Here's who had a birthday in the last 2 weeks.
Happy birthday, everyone. There's been a lot going on at our school lately.
Liz fills us in on all the school news we need to know. Liz?
This week, we'll start off school news by showing you some explosive footage of Mr. Dolt's physics class shooting off their rockets. Let's take a look.
Okay, 3, 2, 1!
Tonight is homecoming and we'll be crowning our new king and queen. Our king candidates are Tanner, Davin, Damien, and Braden. Our queen candidates are Emily, Michaela, Alyssa, and Kristen. Good luck to everyone as I try to win Redskin royalty. Our entire band got nominated and accepted to play an honors band at Bethel College. They practiced for over 5 hours and then performed, which represented our school very well. Good job, bandmates. Our high school Scholars Bowl team ended their season last Thursday. We caught up with Mr. Oberly to get a recap of their season. Hi, I'm with Mr. Oberly, the Scholars Bowl sponsor, and I have a few questions for you.
No, you don't. I've seen your interviews that you do before. You always ask teachers and coaches about their season and how the school year is going to go, and you do the same questions every time. They give the same generic response every time. So we're going to do things differently this time. You're going to sit there. You're going to make sure that camera's rolling, and I'm going to ask my own questions and then answer them.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Great. So normally, the first question that people ask me is, how did you improve over the season? Well, actually, I didn't see an improvement at all. Shocking, right? That's not the answer you were expecting. But let me explain before you criticize me for being harsh. The reason I didn't see an improvement is because I was only able to go to one meet this year. 2 of the meets were during the first week of basketball practice, and since we had a new basketball coach this year, I decided to stay for practice instead. And then 2 more of the meets were during the period that I had my pneumonia, and so I had to stay home for that. And then 3 of the meets, the last 3 meets, were on the same day as a basketball game, and so I chose to go to basketball instead of Quiz Bowl. Now, did I make a wise decision? Well, since we won the league championship, I would say yes. Now, what if I did not go to the basketball game and I went to Scholars Bowl instead? Well, I can say with 100% certainty that we would be going to the state Scholars Bowl meet tomorrow if I had gone to the Scholars Bowl team instead, because I'm that big of a difference maker. So, enough about that. Next question.
Well...
No. I've got the next question. Okay, normally people would ask me, okay, what's your best category that you guys perform in? Well, I wouldn't say, I really don't keep track of the categories as much as I keep track of which student answers the most questions correctly. So, Dusty was our leading scorer for varsity, and Abby was our leading scorer for JV. But if I had to give a category of which one we did the best in, I would probably go with social studies.
Okay. For our last question...
Nope. I got this. This is my interview. I'm doing everything. Okay, last question. Let's see. What's your favorite memory over the season? Right? Is that what you were going to ask me?
Yes.
Exactly. It's like I've done this before. So, favorite memory. Well, since I only went to one meet, I don't have too many memories. But from listening to the kids and what they were talking about, I would say that the JV's highlight and also low light of the season happened at Fairfield. The highlight being that they made it out of pool play and into the finals. But then the low light would be still at Fairfield and in the finals where they went 0-3. But one of the teams had an issue with who I had on the JV team, and so they made that a big issue and tried to get us disqualified. And so that was the JV's probably moment that I heard about the most. The highlight of the varsity season was probably last week at Harrington at the regional Quiz Bowl. I don't know too much about it, but I kept hearing about a lucky hot dog story. And so I don't know if I wanted to know much more about it, so I didn't really ask, but that's what I kept hearing about. And before I conclude this interview, I would like to thank Tron and Mrs. Heidebrecht, Mrs. Hoover, and Mr. Trapp for volunteering to take the kids when I was not able to go. So thank you, I greatly appreciate it.
Well, thank you for your time.
We have 2 upcoming events. On the 18th, our cheerleaders will be performing at the Fort Hays State University game. And on the 19th, there will be senior parent night as we face the Inman Teutons. Now back to John Luke and Sierra at the desk.
The mid-season tournaments are now complete, and our teams are in their last month before postseason play.
Carly breaks down how our teams have been doing lately. Carly?
Our girls have been improving all season long, and it's really starting to show. For their mid-season tournament, they traveled to Great Bend for the Hilltop Classic. In their last game, they lost by 1 against Maxville, 35-34. In their more recent games, our girls traveled to Gossel to take on the Bluebirds, where they lost 69-41. Against Center, 4 quarters just wasn't enough. The girls played a fantastic game, but fell short by 2 in overtime. Against Delyria, yet again, they had another close one, where they lost by 2 in a nail-biter. Our boys are currently riding the victory train. They're on a 3-game winning streak. Against Gossel, they won 39-34. Against Center, 49-35. And Elyria Christian, 57-28. Good luck to all of our teams tonight as they face the Rio Vista Heat. Junior high basketball is done and in the books, and they definitely made us proud. Our girls walked away Wheat State League runner-up, where they lost in a close one against Rio Vista in overtime. Our boys walked away Wheat State League champions. Good job, junior high. Way to make us proud. Now back to you guys at the desk.
That's all we have for you this week, Redskins. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Until then, stay loyal and true.